Good morning from Mount Baker-Snoqualmie National Forest. I'm on my way up to Goat Lake for the night. It's about 5.2 miles in. I'm going to take the upper trail today and spend the night at Goat Lake. I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to having some fun. Today I have a special guest, one that is already on my nerves. Say hi. I don't know why this thing keeps zooming in today. It seems like everything else that's been going on this trip, it's unique and different. So we will find out. That would be him pulling on the arm that I'm trying to record this on. So this is going to be fun. I haven't ever hiked with this dog before. This is my son's dog, Angus, Dachshund. And I'm used to having my Chihuahua with me. And he is usually a great hiker. But this one is probably going to end up being my dinner. Anyways. Goat Lake, about 3,200 feet, and we're going to be heading up now. We'll see how it goes on the top. So after about probably 10 minutes into your hike, you're going to have a choice, upper or lower. Upper trail cuts up and around, takes in some old growth. Lower trail, which is the way I'm going to take today, it takes me down by a creek. It actually winds down around, and I heard they did some clearing on the trail, so we're going to see how beautiful it really is. So we'll see. Today I'm carrying my low alpine pack. It weighs probably a little heavier than I want to because I'm carrying food for this guy. Angus, come on. And yeah, so other than that, not a big deal. Alright, so as a side note, reason you walk your dog on a leash right here. So we're on the trail, right? Heading towards Goat Lake. And about, I don't know, 25 yards off or so, I see movement. So I stop just to see what's coming. Maybe it's a deer, maybe it's Sasquatch, I don't know. And I notice it's a hat. About 2 seconds later, I see this little dog come over the top. I'm like, uh-oh. Angus is off his leash. And that dog's off his leash. So I went to go get Angus, and Angus is gone. Because behind that little dog was a big dog off his leash. Can't blame them. I was just as bad. Had Angus off his leash. Angus is now on his leash. I'm going to honor that rule so I don't have to go home and explain to my son that his dog got killed or mauled by something or is lost because I had him off the leash. So anyway, just to note, So I just finished the lower trail and I came out right there. You really can't see it because I'm about 50 steps too far. But long story short, cleared the lower trail and tell you how dry it is. Usually there's 2 or 3 little waterfalls back there. There's nothing. So although we're not as dry as California, we're not as wet as I remember it to be here. So now I'm on the Goat Lake Trail, and it's not too much further, about a mile or so. And give you an idea what the trail looks like from here. Pretty easy, right? So I always tell people that I do not take people to ugly places. I don't know how. And in God's creation, when you look at something like this, no cars, no cell phone service, not even an airplane in the sky. Just a few knuckleheads jumping in the ice water. Anyways, I'm gonna make my camp. That way I don't have to do it in the middle of the night. Come back down here and I think I'm gonna be one of those knuckleheads. It's warm out today. So here we are, we're at our campsite, and Angus and I went down to the lake, purified some water, using that StereoPen that I told you about. And so Scott, first of all, thank you. This thing is awesome, you're right. Unless I come home tomorrow and have the poops, and then I'm calling out, and then I'm gonna thank you for letting me lose some weight. Kind of sick and twisted, right? But anyways, Angus is knocked out, or he was, until I started talking to the camera. Little dog's got legs about that big, so even though it was only 5.5 miles, 5.2 miles, whatever it is, it was probably like 30 miles for that poor little guy. So anyways, I also just made my dinner, or I should say my lunch. I like to eat hot lunch. This is the first time I'm actually trying this. This is the Alpine Air Series 3-cheese chicken pasta. It's got 580 calories, 38% protein, or sorry, 38 grams of protein. And after that hike, I'm probably gonna need it. So I've never had it before. We're gonna find out how it is and all that good stuff. I'm just gonna finish up doctoring up my feet. I think it's time to get some new moleskin. That's after like 3 or 4 trips. So you guys, you don't need a ton of moleskin, but the right moleskin is definitely the way to go. This isn't too bad. I like the Dr. Scholl's much better. So when I get home, or before I get home, I'm going to stop by and replenish my first aid kit, because the next time I go out, the last thing I want to do is get blisters on my feet. So that can always make a trip not very good. And by the way, to the Strike Anywhere Diamond Match Factory, you guys need to work on your match. Big time. It is not Strike Anywhere. I got a million rocks around here. They're all dry as a bone. I took 2 matches, tried to strike them against each other like I did when I was a kid. I know you guys are cutting corners a little bit to make ends meet, but dude, when we get out here in the backcountry, we need shit to work. Oops, we need stuff to work. You know what I'm saying? Are you feeling me, Diamond Match Company? 2 strikes.
Another one. I gotta say that the spaghetti was pretty good. So much so that Angus ate it. It was 2 servings, just like this is. This is a creamy potato cheddar soup. It's very good. I'll be buying that again. $4.50 at REI. And like I said, Angus ate it. It was kind of funny earlier when he pooped. It came out green because of the cucumbers that are in it. I thought that was kind of funny and kind of laughed. By the way, I gotta say thank you to my daughter Mackenzie. I brought you cookies with me, and they have been delicious. They weren't exactly a cookie when I got here. They were kind of like a big ball cookie type thing. So I've just been breaking apart and eating it. I'm gonna crash out early today and just sleep. I'm tired. Angus is already sleeping, and I already washed my upper body. And when I go to bed tonight, I'll go ahead and finish up the nether regions and the legs, and head to bed. Be nice and toasty for the night. I'll wake up in the morning. I'm going to go ahead and break camp and head down to the water and just hang out down there for a while, and then see how Angus is feeling and how fast he wants to get home. So other than that, it's kind of what you're looking at, right? So anyways, and by the way, in the woods, you don't have to be an animal. You can still be enjoy some music and stuff. It's not always about the solitude. Oddly enough, I'm reading this new book, the 21 Indisputable Qualities of a Leader, instead of the 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership. This is actually about the person themselves. And so I just started the iPhone, and it says, face the music. Really? Face the music? I'm facing it. So, anyway, I'm going to cut this out and see you in the morning.
So good morning. If you notice, I'm not at a campground. I'm actually in my house. The reason for that is real clear. Last night when I went to bed really early, like at 8 o'clock, and I slept until about 4. And then I heard crashing and booming, and I saw lights in the sky, and I was 7 miles back. And once again, this thing wants to go for it. Anyways, so I knew that I had a lot of territory to cover. Sky was looking really, really gray, and I was just like, you know what, I'm out. So I broke camp real quick. Took me probably 15 minutes to break camp, make it look like it was supposed to, and for some reason I just saw a warning light on there. Anyway, I'm hoping everything's okay, but so I got Angus, who was hurting really bad, and not really hurting, but you could tell he was a little slower today than he was yesterday. In fact, he's crashed out. He hasn't even moved in like 2 hours. I had to check him for breathing earlier. But anyways, long story short, the hike was beautiful, and I didn't shoot the photos like I wanted to the following day because it was gloomy. It didn't look pretty. The sun broke through at one point, but my backpack was kind of rain resistant. And again, here we go with the autofocus. Jeez. Anyway, trip went well. Talk to you later.